This is yet another example how our supposed side has their priorities all out of whack, and the only thing that they really care about is attention and getting reelected. You can be anti-Anheuser-Busch because of this partnership with Dylan Mulvaney. You can think that we should boycott them, and quite frankly, I agree with you. It's important to vote with your dollars. But now Ted Cruz is opening a probe and an investigation into this, saying that Budweiser Anheuser-Busch, by doing a promotion with him, was targeting an under 21 audience. At first thought, this seems good, right? Sticking it to a company that doesn't align with their ideals. But think about how stupid this is for a second. Maybe a majority of Dylan's audience is under 21, but the fact that some of them are not, does that mean that you're targeting an under 21 audience just because some of them exist? What about all the people that are not 21? Does this mean that any person that has any audience, where's the threshold? It just creates more bureaucratic red tape. What is the percentage of audience that has to be over 21? If your TikTok audience, if 47% of them are over the age, this just creates a complete headache. I'm all for going after Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch, but I can't imagine how this could ever lead to anything or will be enforceable by any stretch. If a certain percentage of Dylan Mulvaney's audience on Instagram or Facebook or whatever is above that 21 threshold, what rule did they break by advertising with them? Just because of the existence of people that aren't 21? This is just one of those things that seems good, gets a headline, gets the clicks, gets the attention, but will go absolutely nowhere, prove absolutely nothing, and create no punishment for Anheuser-Busch, even though we shouldn't be supporting people coming after companies just because of an ideological difference anyways. In theory, technically, Anheuser-Busch didn't pick a fight like Disney did. The second part of this, which I think is the most important message of all, is of all the things that Ted Cruz and these supposed representatives of us could spend their time probing and investigating, this is what they decide to investigate? Not what happened in January, not more on the border. There's a limited amount of resources in the world. There's a limited amount of resources that even the government has. And life and being successful and executing is all about prioritization. Does anybody out there think that this probe, that this investigation should be of a higher importance than any other number of things that are plaguing average everyday citizens? If we have the resources to investigate Anheuser-Busch and do this probe into that partnership, why are people not probing fentanyl more, the border more, J6? There's got to be 50,000 other things that would be more important and a higher and better use of resources than this. But it gets the headline, it gets the share, it gets the attention, it gets the cheers from your supposed side, but ultimately it will lead to absolutely nothing but a waste of finite resources. And I know people will automatically assume, oh, you're poo-pooing something that's against Anheuser, but we should be for this. I'm for things that really matter at the top, and I'm for prioritization. And I just think that this is a waste of resources and time. And it's absolutely nothing more than a click-generating, attention-generating headline for Ted Cruz. And though I don't mean to come at my supposed team or bring attention to this or suggest that there should be less attention on a company that I believe is deserving of a boycott, I do think that it's important to point out how this is a waste. But whatever, I guess it would have been more well received if I was just like, get him, Ted! But I'm not gonna do that anymore, so that's the video.